Second meeting of the month of December in order. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Stanton?
Present.
Trustee Gata?
Present.
Trustee Arnett?
Present.
Trustee Mills?
Present.
Trustee Newell?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
Present. Trustee Palafis, and leads in the pledge. Can everybody please rise? Sir? Pledge allegiance. Thank you, Trustee Palafis.
Welcome, sir.
Move on to item number 3, recognition of the audience. I recognize a lot of people in the audience. Anybody want to come forward and address the board on an issue that's not on the agenda? Seeing that, we'll move on. Chair accept a motion to approve the minutes of the December 3rd meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any additions or corrections to those minutes? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, one abstention. Move on to consent, item 5, consent agenda, omnibus vote. Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
So motion is second. The items on the omnibus vote include A, approval of the agenda, B, approval of the schedule of bills for December 17th, 2018, in the amount of $9,359,997.91. C, request board approval of an ordinance authorizing the sale of personal property owned by the village. D, request board approval of an ordinance authorizing the village president to execute a contract between the Village of Hoffman Estates and WT Properties Schaumburg, Illinois, LLC, Old Fire Station 24. E, request board approval of an ordinance designating an enterprise zone in the western portion of the Village of Hoffman Estates. F, request board approval of a resolution to induce development interest in property that is within the Village of Hoffman Estates for development as a redevelopment project area. G, request board approval of a resolution establishing fees for police and fire department personnel hire back. Going back to F, we have a request board approval of a resolution to induce development interest in property that is within the Village of Hoffman Estates for development as a redevelopment project area, Lakewood Center redevelopment. H is request board approval of the 2019 Village Board and Standing Committee's meeting schedule. I, request board approval of a one-year contract extension for the 2019 full-service professional printing services for the monthly citizen newsletter with Press Tech Displays, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $31,723. J, request board approval of a letter of intent with the state of Illinois for the Barrington Road, Central Road to Algonquin Road project. K, request board authorization to award contract for Phase 1 engineering services for the Beverly Road Invest and Cook project to Civil Tech Engineering, Itasca, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $80,400. L, request board authorization to 1, waive formal bidding, and 2, award a contract for replacement of 1,600 feet of 10-inch water main at the Bodie Road to John Neary Construction Company, Addison, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $250,130. Any questions on any of these items? See none, we do have a motion, a second. Can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills? Aye. Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. We'll move on to President's Report. Is Amanda Marson here? I guess not. We'll do the give her the Great Citizen Award later. Okay, we do have some official business from the Police Department. Chief, do you have anything you want to bring forward?
I do, sir.
I assume you do. We have standing room only here.
Mayor and Village Board, the Police Department is proud to bring before you Lieutenant Kashikali to be promoted to Assistant Chief of Police.
Okay.
Ashley, you want to come with your family?
Chief? You want to introduce everybody, Chief?
Yes, my husband Jim, my daughter Danny, my mom Louise, my dad Jack, my stepson John, who's a Fox Lake police officer, and his wife Leslie, and I also have my cousin Sue, her husband Greg, their kids Shay and Sloan, and my Aunt Kathy.
Oh, come on up, too. It's a family affair.
And
Come on up.
Teresa.
Come on.
You don't want to miss their surprise. That's right. Got good seats in the middle.
Brought half the audience, Chief.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right, Catherine Cawley,
I, Catherine Colley,
having been appointed to the office
having been appointed to the office
of Assistant Chief of Police
of Assistant Chief of Police
in the Village of Hoffman Estates,
in the Village of Hoffman Estates,
in the County of Cook and Kane,
the County of Cook and Kane,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of Illinois,
of the State of Illinois.
that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Assistant Chief of Police
of Assistant Chief of Police
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Chief. Right here. Great day for Hoffman Estates. They have a perfectly beautiful badge that says Police Assistant Chief, Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Who's going to do the honors?
My dad will do it.
Dad?
Do you want me to open it for you?
Hope I didn't get any fingerprints on it. It's a nice shiny badge. We got paramedics here, don't worry, Chief.
Got it? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
You want to make the rounds here? You gotta come back to work now? Congratulations. Nice job, Dad. Congratulations.
I do that every time.
Congratulations.
It's always like,
Nice to meet you. See you. See you.
thank you for being
Okay, we gotta get a picture. Let's get everybody together here.
here. Thank you for being with us. Her camera's bigger than mine. Thanks for being here.
No, it's not that. It's the getting everybody in the
Yeah, you gotta squeeze in here. Pretend you're family.
All right. Everybody ready? Here we go up here. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Lovely.
Great.
Did it with the eyes.
Are we done, Chief?
No, Mayor.
We're not done, okay.
Secondly, the police department's proud to bring before you Officer Al Fernandez to be promoted
Come on
to sergeant.
Congratulations, Sergeant.
I will start from here. I've got my niece Danielle, my sister-in-law Stacy, my brother-in-law Daryl, my nephew Zach, my niece Emily, my brother-in-law Dave, my sister-in-law Christina, my mother-in-law Ethel, my niece Kim, my sister-in-law Mary, my mom Blanca, and my niece Emily.
You passed the test.
I was trying to get nervous.
Okay. All right, Alvaro Fernandez,
I, Alvaro Fernandez,
having been appointed
having been appointed
to the office of Police Sergeant
the office of police
in the
sergeant
village of Hoffman Estates,
in the village of Hoffman Estates,
in the county of Cook and Kane,
in the county of Cook and Kane,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the State of Illinois.
of the state of Illinois.
I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of police sergeant
of police sergeant
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Sergeant. You wanna sign right here? Congratulations. You want to make the, we have a nice badge here. I have another wonderful badge that says Sergeant, Hoffman Estates Police, Illinois. Who's going to put the badge on?
My lovely bride.
Yes. A good choice, Chief.
If I get it out. Oh, it's out.
Good job. You're natural. Congratulations, Sergeant. You want to make the circle here? Everybody come on up. Ready to go, Sergeant? Congratulations.
Squeeze them in out.
Trying to figure out a way to get this thing out of the middle, especially when there's little kids.
Okay. Yeah. I either need a shorter family or a taller village board.
Yeah. All right, is everybody ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more, please. Ready? 1, 2. Camera. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm shorter even.
Yeah, but she's tough.
Yeah.
Like the money shot one that I got paid for.
Okay, well, you go first then.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm good.
Lights out.
Pick number 3.
There we go.
All right, good job.
Then I'll go. All right, here we go. Last one. Ready? 1, 2, wait. Get everybody. 1, 2, 3. One more, please. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We'll let everybody leave the room. We'll start back up again in a minute. Are they here? Okay. Yeah, let's do the proclamations. Who's got the first proclamation?
I do. Office
Okay.
of the Mayor Proclamation, whereas exemplary public service employment is in vital importance in assuring provision of services directed toward the health, welfare, and safety of the citizens of any community, and whereas the Police Department has upon its roster an individual who should be commended for assisting said department in faithfully serving the citizens of this community, and whereas length of service coupled with continued training and positive attitude toward assigned job tasks makes a profile of this dedicated employee, and whereas the Village of Hoffman Estates, on behalf of its citizens, desires to acknowledge indebtedness and gratitude for 30 years of dedication and proficiency in the aforementioned department. Be it therefore resolved that William D. McLeod, acting under and by virtue of the authority vested in him by the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the laws of this Village of Hoffman Estates, hereby proclaims Sunday, January 6th, 2019, as Joseph Dornbos Day in the Village of Hoffman Estates, and urge all employees and citizens of the village to join us in expressing gratitude and appreciation to this employee who may have assisted them with outstanding service.
Chair will accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Joe's done a great job for us for 30 years, and he's going to be going in a long-deserved retirement. I hope attending the 4th of July meetings didn't encourage you to retire. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have motion. Joe, come on up.
Run the gamut. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The era versus you. I know it's all about it. I know it's all about it. You know what? That's okay. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Congratulations.
Gotta get a picture, Joe. Hey, Chief, you want to come on up, too?
One cup left.
Let's get, well, one with Joe and then we'll do one with the chief.
Actually, I
Okay.
come on, Chief.
There we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more, please. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, Joe.
That's all right. I'm doing it.
Hey, who's got the next one?
I think I do. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas exemplary public service employment is of vital importance, assuring provisions and services directed toward the health, welfare, and safety of the citizens of any community. And whereas the police department has upon its roster an individual who should be commended for assisting said department in faithfully serving the citizens of this community. And whereas length of service coupled with continued training and positive attitude toward assigned job tasks makes a profile of this dedicated employee. And whereas the Village of Hoffman Estates, on behalf of its citizens, desires to acknowledge its indebtedness and gratitude for 20 years of dedication and proficiency in the aforementioned department. Be it therefore resolved that William D. McLeod, acting under and virtue of the authority vested in him by the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the laws of the Village of Hoffman Estates, hereby proclaims Saturday, January 5th, 2019, as Timothy Stoydra Day in the Village of Hoffman Estates, and urge all employees and citizens of the village to join us in expressing gratitude and appreciation to this employee who may have assisted them with outstanding service.
Chair will accept a motion.
So, second.
Motion is
So
second.
moved.
We appreciate the great job that Tim has done for us for 20 years. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have a motion carried. Chief, will you take this and give Tim our thanks? Okay, who's next?
I am. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas the United States of America has historically been a melting pot where people of all nationalities, religious faiths, and cultures come together as one, and as the strength of our great village rests in the cooperative community of its citizens. And whereas our only hope of establishing peace among diverse peoples is through recognizing our connectiveness and common dream of peace on earth. And whereas the first day of a new year typically denotes hopeful expectation and positive resolve in the hearts and minds of our citizens, and whereas the School of Metaphysics, a worldwide organization founded in our country to promote peace, understanding, and goodwill through teaching that living peaceably begins by thinking peacefully, has called for a universal hour of peace over the midnight hour December 31st to January 1st, 2019. Be it therefore resolved that William D. McLeod, acting under and by the virtue of the authority vested in him by the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the laws of this village of Hoffman Estates, hereby proclaim December 31st, 2018 at 11:30 p.m. local time as the Universal Hour of Peace in the village of Hoffman Estates, and urge all Hoffman Estates residents and businesses to stand united in common purpose, committing ourselves in thought and action, so peace may move across the face of the earth of the dawning of the new year.
Chair will accept a motion.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. We appreciate the great work that the School of Metaphysics does. We certainly don't have anywhere near enough peace in the world. There's no question about that. So we appreciate your great work. Is anybody here representing the school? Come on up. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have a motion carried. Sir, you want to just talk a little bit about your organization? What you do? Is the microphone on? Okay.
It seems to be.
Yes.
Good.
My name's Gino. I'm a student and teacher at the School of Metaphysics. Simply put, we just hope to teach that every human being can become a whole functioning self if they're willing to put forth the effort to become disciplined in their thinking, peaceful in their actions, and whole-minded in all situations. Peace is an internal choice that is not the opposite of war. It is its own way of being. All beings have the right to peace, and it's only when we all come together, like in this very meeting, that such peaceful efforts are achieved. On behalf of the school, we brought a nice little ornament, and on behalf of tradition, so feel free to hang this on your tree. I can give this to anyone, really.
Okay, thank you. You want to make the rounds here and shake hands with everybody?
Sure. There we go. Congratulations for all you do.
Can we get a picture? Exactly.
Get your holiday colors on. You blend right in. It's good. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more, please. 1, 2. Actually, can you tilt the top a little towards me? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you also. Thank you. Okay, I do have some appointments. We have Rachel Case for the Arts Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. Vanessa Zach for the Arts Commission.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. John Hathaway for the Arts Commission.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. And Anita Flanagan to go back on the Arts Commission. I need to apologize to Anita and to Michelle Palafis. I didn't read the fine print. She's going to resign at the end of her term in April of 2019 and not not a couple
I'll
weeks ago
second.
like I did. There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, motion carried. On Wednesday, December 19th, at 5:30 p.m., we're going to have Wine Wednesday at the Saddle Room located at 2559 Prattam Avenue near the Sears Center Arena. The event is free to attend and all are welcome. As always, we'll gladly accept donations of non-perishable food for our local food pantries. We hope to see you there. This past week, wife Joni and I got to go to the Streamwood Park District meeting on Tuesday, December 11th. To honor Bill Wright, who's a member of the Streamwood Park District for his many, many years of being St. Nicholas for our teddy bear tea and for other events that we just had, including raising money and food for the food pantries just this past couple of weeks. So Bill always does a great job, and his daughter Marge is the daughter of Bruce and Marilyn Lind, who have quite a record of accomplishment in this community, so it's a great family. We thank Bill and we thank all of them for everything they've done. On Wednesday, the 12th, there was Cocoa with the Cops at the McDonald's on Roselle Road, which I had the opportunity to stop by at, and they had a pretty good crowd of people meeting with the police and the explorers and having cocoa. That evening, Dan Patlock and John Lawson did a appeal assessment for property taxes here at the Village Hall, and we had a nice crowd for that. On December 13th, I attended the 4th of July Commission meeting. And on Saturday, we had Skate with Santa, where several of us were out there giving candy canes and getting our picture taken with Santa Claus. It was pretty cool. You get to plead your case to Santa Claus that, you were good. And this afternoon, we had the DARE graduation at St. Hubert's. Clerk Romanoff and I were able to be there. And early this evening, we had a reception for the 2 officers who were promoted within our department. And I guess that's all I have at this point. We'll move on to trustee comments, starting with trustee Arnett.
Thank you. I'll go back to December 3rd. I was able to attend the 60th Commission Anniversary Meeting, which went pretty well. December 4th, I did attend the Santa wrapping for the Shop with a Cop. Thursday, I did attend the Volunteer Appreciation Dinner, which again was put on very nicely. Saturday, I did attend the Breakfast with Santa at Gigi's Playhouse with Trustee Gata. Outstanding job that they actually do for those kids, and it was just jam-packed. And my hat's off to all the elves that were older gentlemen. That was pretty funny. On Sunday, December 9th, I did attend the Shop with a Cop. Our biggest year yet. We've had 61 kids present this year. And then also on Saturday, December 15th, attended the Skate with the Santa with Mayor McLeod, Trustee Gata, Stanton, and Bev Romanoff. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Stanton.
I'll be short. On the 6th, I was able to attend with my wife the annual Volunteer Appreciation Dinner. On the 15th, I was at the Skate with Santa program at the Trip-On Center. And I would have liked to have been there for the DARE, but I had grandfather duties today at that time that it was set for, so I wasn't able to make it. I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And that's
Thank
it.
you. Trustee Mills.
Well, unfortunately, been a little bit under the weather the last few weeks, so couldn't attend a lot of the events, but did make it with our family to the Breakfast with Santa at the Bridges of Poplar Creek on December 8th that the Park District put on. It was a great day for all the kids with Santa and getting pictures. They also had a Winterfest out back with horse-drawn carriages, and the kids love that. I want to congratulate Kasha and Al for their promotions tonight. We're very proud of the hard work they've done for our department over the years and wish them well as they continue moving up in the system. Also, a belated happy birthday to Trustee Anna Newell. We hope you get to have a little bit calmer year and rather than your birthday night, but we wish you well. And to everyone, a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and to all, thank you for another outstanding year for the Village of Hoffman Estates. That's it.
Thank you, Trustee Mills. Trustee Palafis.
I just have a few things to echo on the same subjects there. Congratulations to Assistant Police Chief Colley and Sergeant Fernandez, newly sworn in. They'll be awesome. Congratulations, Chief, on being a great mentor. They kept saying that over and over as, I heard them talk. Also want to thank our staff for another great year. We get to do it again next year. So everybody take some time off to recharge. And I'd just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Trustee Newell.
Okay, I want to echo what they said. Congrats to Assistant Police Chief Kasha Colley, very well deserved, and also very well deserved to Sergeant Alvarado Fernandez. Due to some family health issues, I missed some of the holiday affairs, but I do wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a very healthy Happy New Year. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Gata.
Here we go. On Friday the 7th, I attended the Haverford Christmas party at Stonegate Banquet Center. Then on Saturday the 8th, breakfast with Santa at Gigi's Playhouse, as Karen Arnett has indicated. This was some affair, and as far as the amount of people, but the way Santa Claus arrived was really, really interesting. He arrived in a bus, a full-size bus, okay? He had 2 elves on top of the bus and approximately 10 to 12 elves in the bus. So they all came out, right? And they gave all of the children that came that day a gift. So each one of them walked home with a gift. It was moving. It was excellent. Anyways, and then on the 9th, shop with the cop. There's no question about that. And as far as the chief, okay, thank you for letting your officers do exactly that for a great thing this time of the year for underprivileged children. They, in fact, what was there, 61 kids that came through there, which was excellent, you know. And I have to thank the mayor and the village clerk, Bev, right? Because we were rapping. She was doing majority of the rapping, right? And the mayor would use his finger for the tape, right? And then I just tucked in the two sides. But anyways, it was fun doing that. And then on the 15th, Skate with Santa at the Trip-On Center, with the majority of us were there giving out the candy canes. There had to be 400 or 500 kids at least that attended that. Also, congratulations to Kasha and to Al. No question about that whatsoever. And Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year, and be safe out there. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Yeda. Move on to 6C, Village Manager's Report.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. That's it. Same to you.
Village Clerk's Report.
I'll echo the Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And then with the Shop with the Cop, Ted, get off your phone for a minute. I really liked how the families of the officers were shopping this year, and I don't ever remember that happening before. That I thought was really cool, you know, especially if they had little kids. I think it kind of pointed out to the children of the officers that not everybody has what they have, you know, and I really like that.
That was clever.
Just
You're
my
right.
2 cents about that.
You're right.
Check your phone.
I was impressed that the chief could figure out, just looking at a kid's feet, what size boot he had to wear. He's got experience.
Shoe sales.
That's why he's the chief.
That's right. He's got to shoe all those officers.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Move on to the Treasurer's Report.
There is no.
There is no treasurer. Okay, well, this will be received and filed. Oh, Anthony's here, okay.
He's hiding.
Received and filed. Anything you want to highlight, Anthony? I like your beard.
Thank you. Treasurer's report is attached. Nothing else to highlight.
Okay, we received it and we filed it. Thank you. Move on to 7, Planning and Zoning Commission reports. Chairperson Combs. It's only 7:30 or so. Not bad.
Is that my Christmas present?
Don't get used to it.
Planning and Zoning Commission recommended for approval a request by Marina Rivera, owner, for a 1-foot 3-inch side yard setback variation from section 9-3-6-D to allow an above-ground pool to be 8 feet 9 inches from the side yard lot line instead of the minimum required 10 feet at 1835 West Parkside Lane. Vote was 8 ayes, 3 absent.
Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Any questions on this item? No questions? Can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. There is no additional business, Mr. Norris?
No, sir.
Okay, Chair will accept a motion to adjourn into executive session. For what purpose, Trustee Mills?
I make a motion that we adjourn into executive session for the purpose of litigation, 5 ILCS 120/2 C11.
I'll second.
There's a motion to second. Any discussion on this? Seeing none, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Trustee Arnett?
Aye.
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. We are adjourned to executive session and will not be coming back out into open session. Thank you.